I cannot not hear it. Where's the chat? What is going on?
The nurse flipper. Can I hear us? Hey, chat.
Oh, hi. Hold on, guys. I'm having issues here. Hi, guys. Sorry, I pushed the wrong button. I'm having technical difficulties tonight, apparently.
What up, chat?
Hey,
Tommy
everybody.
says you're getting. Dave's already married. I don't know if Casey's married. Julian's not married yet. Maybe Julian will get married live.
There you go.
Yeah, very possible. You never know. Everybody will be invited to that.
All live on YouTube. Why not?
Why not?
I want to say hey to everybody. We've been getting a lot of rewatches. So if you're rewatching us, thank you for watching us, and come back next Tuesday at 8 p.m., which will be valid whenever you're watching this because we do it every Tuesday. If you're new, I'm Pat, the nurse flipper. To my left, are you to my left, Julian? To my left is Julian, my co-host. He is here every week, and we have special guests down below, Casey, the Carolina Hustler, and Dave, Tesla Picker. Dave, I'm going to put you on the spot right now.
Go ahead.
You remember when the last time you were on here with me?
Yeah, I was looking at that today. It was
Man, so was I.
it was early. I think we might have been, I don't know, 1,000, right under 1,000 subscribers. Maybe?
It was in March. It was in March.
We was that was super early days. I know that.
It was a long time ago, and I was like, wow, that was over 6 months ago. So it's been a little too long.
Well, when you asked me again, I was going to write you and say, hey, we should do that show again. That was back when we really didn't know too much. We need to do it again.
That was I was like 3 months, and then I don't know how long you were, and then that was
January,
like
so probably about the same. January, 22nd.
Yeah, we started at the same time, which is crazy. That is crazy. So thank you guys for coming in. I do have some questions I'm going to ask and that I got sent because I posted on Instagram and on my channel. So I'll ask, and if anybody knows, because I like this first one, I know I don't know. The first one is, if you're on managed payments and you get a return, does it come out of your pending funds or does it come out of your bank account? Does anybody know that?
It comes out of your pending. Unless you don't have any pending, then it comes out of your bank account.
Okay.
I need to check that. I just got a refund today. It's crazy you said that. And I'm on managed payments, and it just says you got to hold on your payments, but I don't know where they holding that. And I'm guessing it's got to be my bank account. Got to be. So. But
my returns are really high right now. I have 7 open returns for like ridiculous reasons. One lady didn't even open it. She just hit return to sender because she decided this shower curtain didn't match her decor. So she just sent it right back. But
how did she know if she didn't open it?
Right.
Jeez. Yeah.
She didn't open an eBay return, so really I have 8, but I don't know how I'm going to handle this because there's no tracking on this thing coming back to me. She just like wrote return to sender and told me she thought she'd save me some postage, and I'm like, that's not how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, because you can say you didn't get it, and you know, but that's the same with me. This lady, I sent it yesterday, and she canceled it today. She ain't even got it yet, and it's on the way to her now. But she said
that's how mine was.
Really? Yeah. So I was like, look, when you get it, return it and we can do it there. But I can't just refund you now. And she was like, well, this is my first time. But she got like 15 feedback. I'm like, how was your first time?
So, it's your 16th time, lady. No. Mine the same thing, and they get a shipping notification. She messaged me the day after I shipped it and said, "Oh, I decided I can't use this," and I'm like, "Well, it's in the mail to you." So, yeah,
that's ridiculous.
All right, I know everybody can give their opinion on the panel and in chat. So the next one was, as a new reseller, do you think I should get into niches right away or sell broadly and then get into niches? I'll let you guys answer, and then I did answer this on the channel, but I just wanted to get some more feedback for this person.
I'd say niches. Yeah, I wouldn't go in
right away.
I mean, you gotta be I would do niches. Pick something you like, because that's.
I start off with everything. I looked up comps and whatever I seen. Hey, this is good, because I didn't really know much in the beginning. So you kind of find your way after a while on certain things you either find all the time or certain things you just like. And I'm kind of to that point now to where I'm niching down a little bit, but not much. Just it's just certain things I like to mess with. I might see something out, and it never. I'm sure you guys make videos know you see something and it might be some money, but you pass it up because you just don't want to deal with it. And so I guess that's some form of niching down, but not a lot.
Yeah, I would say that I started out what I knew.
Do that a lot, man.
One stuff I didn't know, but I was very broad in the beginning, and I still am. I would just comp everything out in the store. Right now, it's just tools and golf clubs and hats that are selling for me. That's about it. Not so much I did it on purpose. It's just easy to lift. I mean, easy to find here.
Right, and that's stuff I like too, with the tools, golf clubs, and hats. But I got a bunch of golf clubs. Matter of fact, I haven't listed one because I just never sent one out before. But I've watched a bunch of videos, and I might try to mess with those here soon.
So if you watch me, I don't niche down at all.
You niche up.
So here's the thing, and I got a question today on my channel of how much I made off of jewelry every year. And I'm like, it's probably less than 5%, but I moved on. I haven't bought jewelry in months. I'll find like that one thing, and if it sells good, I find more, and then I move on. Same with the scarves. But then I know to look for that. So if I see bulk jewelry, I'm going to look at it, or bulk scarves, but I will fill up like a certain niche. And then once my store is stocked with plenty of that item, then I move on to something else. And I'm always going to look at what I already know. So I think definitely, like Dave was saying, you got to like it though. Like the whole baseball, football card for me. And I love football, but I just don't know enough to be like good at that, I guess. And I don't have the time to learn. If I can't comp it real fast, and you can't comp hundreds of baseball cards real fast, or know which one is worth that money. So I think like Julian was saying too, start with what no matter whether you're niching or not. You need to know what you're selling, and you can kind of either expand or grow. I was watching some of Casey's videos earlier, and there's golf clubs everywhere, which is great. But if you're somewhere you don't see golf clubs, then you couldn't be in that niche. So you have to niche down. If you do niche down, it has to be something you can find, and it's available and selling. Because if it's not selling, it doesn't matter if you like it. I've learned that way too many times, that stuff that I like doesn't mean it's going to sell.
Right. And sometimes it's accident, like you said about them cards, them football cards. Let's say you might find a good deal. You might find a bunch for a low price, and you decide to start messing with them. As you start messing with them, you start looking them up, you'll get that knowledge, and you'll start to know about them. So sometimes I buy stuff, especially if it's a bunch, just so I know I'm going to do some research. And after a while, and after I get into that stuff, I start knowing about it. And then next time I see stuff, I won't buy the whole thing. I just buy certain ones, so that works too.
Yeah,
that's
for
a good way
sure.
to learn. I like doing that. I guess it takes the fear out of it. Once you buy something that you wasn't really comfortable, but you kind of know, you start buying more of it. So I felt that way too about some items. I stick to golf clubs, but I mean, that's not everything that sells, of course.
But you're finding them and it's what you know. So if you're still finding them, they're selling, why not buy more? Like if I ran across jewelry or scarves every day, but I have to actively seek out most of what I find because I source online. So it's not like I'm going to garage sales a lot because they're so far away from me. I have like at least an hour travel to garage sales. I have at least an hour, except for one little thrift store here in town. I got to drive an hour to go thrift. So for me, that's why I do most of my sourcing online.
Yeah, I would do a lot to it. Like I tell you all the time, I got this auction that does it every Tuesday. It's on high bid. It's a local auction. I used to go there before, the whole pandemic, but they moved it to highbid.com, and I look at their stuff every week. And I mean, it's just so easy, just being able to pick and comp everything. So you know exactly what it's worth and what it's, going to sell for. You're not there on the spur of the moment where you got to, I don't know if I should buy it. I should know, days in advance, and you just go and pick it up.
Yeah, like, have you been going to the bin store still a lot, Dave?
Thrift store?
The bin store.
Oh, I actually went today, $2 a day. But before today, I hadn't been in weeks. I've been focusing on just listing stuff that I had, and I've been doing pretty good on that. I kind of actually improved my store by, I think, 150. I had like 350, now I'm at like 500 or something like that. So,
so you've been listing.
I've been listing. Your boy been listing.
Listing's good.
But I went today and I found some $2 stuff, some good stuff. So only reason why I like going there is because the stuff is new. And right now I'm being in fourth quarter, people like to buy, new stuff, I'm sure, most people. So I've been trying to get a little bit of stuff from there.
Tracy says buy everything and hoard early.
Tell Tracy you need to take her own advice. Tracy probably ain't been in the last 2 weeks, have you?
My friend Dave, that her house burned down in North Carolina, she just got a bin store, so she's excited. I told her to watch you because you go all the time. She said her cousin has like 6 bin stores within 30 minutes of her, which I can't imagine. That would be so crazy. So crazy.
It is, man. It's time because it's you find good stuff, but I found I gotta be in there at least 2 hours looking through stuff, So if I ain't got 2 hours to spare, I try not to go,
Yeah,
it's like 100 bins in there.
How many bins do you think?
100 in the store.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
So probably they were probably getting like 4 semi-loads a week, I guess, because there's like 23 pallets on the truck. So yeah, probably like 4 truckloads a week.
Yeah, yeah, they're getting a lot, and you can find some good stuff there. But I got to kind of watch. I think what I get hit on. I got hit on something when I got that 3-day suspension out of there, and you got to watch because they get Amazon returns, they get chef pulls, and they get like they bought out of JCPenney, so they're getting a bunch of JCPenney's and Steinmark stuff right now.
So it's not all Amazon.
No, they get it from everywhere. They get a little bit of everything. Okay. So some Amazon return stuff, I think when you got to look at that because there's a reason sometimes that stuff's there, and I got my suspension of some stuff that I got in there, and there was some other stuff that I had listed that I took down, thank God, before because I didn't know until I did some research. So you got to kind of watch out.
Casey, let's see if we fix this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm still kind of lagging. Someone, I saw what they said talking to my mic or move my mic.
Richard said move your mic.
Yeah, I think he's like maybe 5 seconds behind, something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like it comes and goes.
Are you on your phone or your computer?
I could try on my computer.
Phone might be
Can you
better.
try?
Yeah, I can try something real quick. Here, I'll leave out.
Okay.
I could try something real quick. I'll leave out real quick and come back. Let's see if it works.
Okay. Okay. All right, and I will tell Casey when he comes back. But another question was like, what do you guys recommend people for like product title optimization?
Product title optimization. You have to just. What does that mean?
What are you talking about?
I think they're things like keywords. I did a video on.
You talking about with your eBay? With your eBay account?
I mean, whatever product titles you might have wherever, Dave.
I'll leave. Julian, go ahead.
I mean, this is what I do. Is whatever that means. I look what's sold, and I use a lot of their stuff in their title. If there's like a sold comp, I use like basically the same thing. Because if that one's sold, mine will probably sell.
Yeah, I change mine up too, and it depends on if it's a sometimes there might not be a sold, so I got to use a listed, right. And I don't want to use the same thing that's listed, so I might switch it up a little bit. But I maybe I need to focus on that. I never really I can't think of the last time I actually created a listing. I have, of course, because everything is not on eBay, but
from scratch.
From scratch. Yeah.
No, I'll find something that's like something, in the same. General something, and I could sell similar from that. I will say somebody asked me to look at their store, and I did that, and there's some good tips coming down in chat, but I don't know, I don't think she's able to watch. She said she was working nights, but over half of her titles, and maybe she'll watch this playback, had less than half of the title used, less than 40 characters. You've got all that space eBay's giving you to fill up with keywords. And my descriptions make absolutely no sense, at least not after the first half. Typically, it's all keywords. So I'll put like the brand, if I know like if a year is pertinent, the color, what it is. And then I'm going to put different things that people might look for. One of her listings had Christmas mug. That was it. 2 words for the title. And I want to say she has about 300 listed and only about 20 sold. And I think the biggest thing was the titles, like Santa Claus is on that mug, and it's a coffee mug. Like it didn't even say coffee mug. So you've got to fill up that space, anything. And it can be like, if you still have space, put Saint Nick. Somebody might call Santa Claus Saint Nick. Fill up every single character you can.
Yeah, I definitely use all 80 for the most part. Usually the ones that I pick anyway have use all 80, or I might add something to it. So yeah, and I do see you right. When I'm looking at comps, I see some with just 2 words, and I'll be like, it be sold though. Some stuff just sells because it. But
now it's better.
Oh yeah, you a lot better.
A little bit better, yeah.
Your fan is moving fast.
I cut it off too. It's getting on my nerves. I'm not as technical. I need to get a mic and upgrade some things, but hey man,
I stream from my phone. I don't have a mic or anything, and I tried streaming from my computer, and it was horrible. So I stream from my phone every week.
Let me tell you what I did. I was having bad problems with my computer because my computer's pretty old. Let me rub it a little bit before it just conks out on me. I think I got this in 14. So it's time for me to upgrade, but I had to get a VPN for something, and I used my VPN, and everything just cleared up. I wasn't using it at first, and I forgot that I had a VPN. And
what is a VPN?
Yeah, what is that?
It's just a virtual private network. So it's just basically it's like
it's like an optimizer.
Yeah, and I'm incognito basically. I'm not. I mean, I used it for, if I didn't want nobody to know my IP address and stuff like that. So. But anyway, it cleared everything up.
Hey Julian, I want to ask you, man. Hey, did you go yard selling this Saturday?
I did. Yeah.
Where did you go?
I went to Indigo Creek.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Did you get all of Casey's golf clubs, Julian?
Oh no, man. I mean,
so how close are y'all together?
Oh, we're pretty close. Like I didn't go there, I'll tell you that. But
were you in Myrtle Beach?
I wasn't in Myrtle Beach, but my co-partner was, and he was in the same neighborhood. And
he might have wiped out a lot because I didn't get anything.
He wiped a lot, man.
there was a dude before me that I was talking to a guy. He said this guy came in, he wiped out all my TaylorMades and pings, and I thought it was Lincoln, and I was like, is he a tall guy, young? And he was like, nah, but he's a young guy. I said, I'm done. I said, I'm behind him.
So, I knew it was somebody else out there because we talk all day during the yard sales. So I took territory up in Mount Pleasant, and he took territory in Myrtle Beach because y'all are posting videos on y'all's finds, and he's watching them. But there's a lot out there, but he went to Indigo because it's closer to us. It's not like he went to Myrtle. And he knew there was somebody out there, and we were like wondering if it was Lincoln or you. I trying to interrupt your whole show, but I did want to ask Julian that because we were talking about it so much, and I was like, well, I'll be on the live. I'm going to ask you. But he was there.
Lincoln was up in Myrtle Beach. He went north, and I went south.
Yeah, that's good. Y'all kind of split because y'all looking for the same thing. And that's what me and my guy do too. And he's literally my neighbor too, like just across the street. But he told me he was at a yard sale, and he knew that somebody else was in there because I think whatever you got, he had missed it because he said somebody bought like $300 worth of golf clubs from him and was gone. We were just wondering, curious.
Yep.
We don't a lot of your sales, a lot of your sales in your part of town.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, man! There's so many. It was like 8 the other day. I was trying to tackle them all down. It's tough, but
yeah, and especially knowing which one to go to first. That's kind of sucks, though.
Yeah. You try to. It's not even an income thing. Sometimes hit or miss. Like I'll find. We're looking for golf clubs, and I'm window shopping every yard sale for golf clubs, and that's what he'll do too. The window shop, we don't stop. And then normally the people do have golf clubs, they have good items too. So we'll just make more stuff, from the golf club sales, doing like a bulk buy. So it works out pretty good.
Yeah, if you guys want to learn about golf clubs, Casey has a lot of good information on his channel, and that's what I'll tend to do to learn stuff. Is I'll find a channel that specializes in like whatever I want. Like Gorgeous was selling a lot of scarves, so I kind of talked to her, watched her channel, and just she does more clothes. So if I'm trying to increase Poshmark, everybody kind of has their own little special thing that they're doing. I do everything, so I think I just catch people out of left field with what I'm selling.
When you shipped that wheelchair, I was like,
ship a wheelchair?
I did ship a wheelchair.
Dang, that's pretty good.
And you got one. You got another one for sale right now, right?
I do. I have a pink one for sale.
How'd you ship a wheelchair? Did you do like UPS freight or something, or?
I did FedEx, and I Frankenboxed 4 boxes together. My mother-in-law is in the chat, so I want to say hi. Tina is my mother-in-law. She is hanging out in the chat room, so she resells as well. I'm trying to get her started doing it. She's down a little bit further south in Florida than me. And Drifters has a question. Dave, any tips on how to grow a channel?
Just be yourself, man. My growth surprised me, man. I'm just doing this at first just to do it. You remember when I was in the chats? I remember talking to you. I only had like 40 subscribers or something like that. And my boost was Lonnie over at Garage Flips. I just happened to be in the kitchen with my wife one day, and I had maybe 20 something videos when Lonnie found me. And I started getting these notifications, and it says new subscriber. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And somebody texted me and said, Lonnie just shouted you out. And I don't know. He tells me now that I commented on one of his videos. I don't remember commenting, but I thought he found me because Lonnie, he's real big into Teslas. And my name is Tesla Picker. And I thought maybe he just stumped upon me. But anyway, he played my video on one of his videos, and it kind of boosted me up. And then after that, just be yourself, man. I remember in the beginning, I used to watch, the Cincinnati Pickers, the Lonnies, the Matts, and Craigslist Hunters and all them. And in the beginning, you look at them and you try to do stuff like them. But after a while, you'll realize, man, you can't sustain that, especially, you just got to be yourself. And I started being myself, and people kind of like that. So I was like, you know what, man, just forget this. I mean, I leave mess ups in my videos. Whatever happens, just do it, and that's about it. That's all I can say, really. I'm now, and Kat knows, I watch, certain YouTubers that teach you how to grow your YouTube channel too, as far as titles and thumbnails and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's all about you just being yourself, and That's all I really could say. Because I'm really bad, really, on titles and thumbnails and all that. I probably could be a little bigger if I knew how to do that. but
Right. And I think like John, like you had Cincinnati after that, Matt did, and Matt has gotten me a lot. But I think if you get these shout outs, it really does not matter if you are not keeping those viewers. Like it really does not matter, because it doesn't matter how many shout outs you get if those people don't like you and don't want to watch you and don't stay. Like Dave is personality plus. I'm not personality plus, but I have knowledge. So I think you have to find your one thing, you know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta have
and I agree. Especially you. I mean, you've grown like crazy here in the last month or so, Kat. And
yeah,
I'm like, it's just about, like you said, the shout outs. I've seen people get shout outs and they don't stick, so you got to have a catalog.
No, yeah,
and people
I've seen
like
people go negative. People will sub. You could get all the shout outs you want, but if your videos and your content is not good, you're not going to keep them. Like I've watched people be negative the whole month. Like all those people they got from the shout out, they lost them right back. So that's not gonna, it might get you growth for a little while, but it's not gonna maintain it, and it's not gonna keep on going unless you have the content that those people want to watch.
And just be consistent. I mean, I said I was gonna post 2 or 3 times a week, and I still do it. Even in the beginning, 10 watches, 30 watches, 40 watches, 5 views. You just keep putting it out. I did it in the first just to kind of keep up with what I was doing with. For people who don't know, the reason why my name is Tesla Picker, because my first video, I said, you know what, me and my wife, I told my wife I was going to get a Tesla, and we was about to buy one, but I said, you know what, our cars is okay. They paid off. I'm not going to get one yet. I'm going to do this eBay thing and buy a Tesla doing my eBay thing. So my name just came up on a whim. I said, now my name myself Tesla Picker. I didn't think about it at all. So I did that, and I said, and I'm going to document myself going to garage sales or doing this or doing that. And wasn't really thinking about me having subscribers or people really watching that much like that, and it just happened to take off. So my first video I think was January 22nd, something like that, and I just been posting 2 or 3 times every week. And in the beginning it was rough, because especially when you start to do all the editing and you doing this and you doing that, and it might take you a while to do that. After a while you'll figure out how to streamline line it a little quicker. But in the beginning, when you're doing a bunch of stuff and then you see 5 views, you're like, but you just
it's hard, and
so.
It's not for everybody, and it's not going to be overnight. Some people it's overnight. It's not easy though. You have to, like, I enjoy like seeing people saying they're learning from me and their sales are increasing, just their knowledge is increasing, and that's why I'm doing it. And if you don't have that reason that you're doing it and you're just trying to do it for subs or views, you're not going to make it. People are going to know if you're genuine and you really mean, what you're putting out.
Right, you're gonna quit. And then the lives, I enjoy. I think that's what keeps me in doing lives like this and joining other people's lives and just talking with people. That right there is a big thing for me. I mean, just talking to like people doing the same thing, watching your videos, because I mean, I put out a little information, but mine's is not information like Kat's is. I just pretty much show you what I get and what I sell and stuff like that. But just find your way. You don't have to put major information, especially if you don't know. I'm real big on not putting stuff out on the whim, just when I think of it and not really know, if it's fact or not. So, because there's a lot of people that look up to what you're doing, and if you say something wrong, I mean, that could hurt them. So, I just do what I do. If I do know something factual, I will, put it out there.
Yes, everybody's asking. It was Dandy. She has been biting my feet the whole show. So now instead of Dalton, because Dalton's asleep, I have this one biting my feet and barking at me for attention.
How to carry a camera.
How to carry a camera.
Pick it in the hood. Hey man, you get a clip and that's it. Get a GoPro.
Speaking of picking in the hood, hey Dave, have you ever seen his intro?
Oh yeah, man. I talk to him a lot. Me and him talk on the phone too, so I actually know who he is. He's a character.
I love that intro, man. So like when he says he picking for a Tesla, because like, man, I always wonder how you got your name. That's pretty cool to know.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it. It was just a whim. I didn't think about that at all. I was trying to get a Tesla, say, hey, I'm a Tesla and I'm picking, so let's do Tesla picker.
Right.
That's it. I didn't
and
put
that's
too much
like the
into
whole like nurse flipper. Like, I think the simple names that fit and mean something are probably the best, you know.
Yeah, but I get people to come in every now and then though, like, this ain't about no Teslas.
Like, what are you talking about?
This ain't about no Teslas. Why am I here?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how they read it. Deanna, you can list 50 Shades of Grey on eBay. You can list a lot worse stuff than that on eBay. They have categories for it. I don't know if everybody answered in the chat already, but I don't know if there's somewhere as far as like a banned list, but I typically will search, and if I find people listing it and it's sold, then I know it's on the platform. I don't really have much stuff that's borderline that I would worry about, but I don't think 50 Shades of Grey would be a problem.
Didn't they I guess it's a lot of stuff with managed payments that they got rid of, ain't it? Like as far as like was those the adult magazines, was that one of them that you can't list anymore, stuff like that?
I know like the coins, maybe somebody else can say. I know coins, cars. Yeah, and maybe it is like the X-rated stuff. Yeah, that might be the other silver, big thing. Gold.
Mm-hmm. I can't think. I know it's a couple things.
You can't list that anymore. So you can't list that.
As of right now, I'm thinking that they had to maybe tie some loose strings or something. I would think that you would be able to list that stuff in the future. I don't know.
No more currency, no more perfume. Really?
Steve would like you guys to do a big
anyway, but I didn't even know. That's
yeah, Steve.
Hey, I mean, I'm down. I'm gonna head up there soon for the. He's up in Columbia.
Yeah, I'm going to
stop by Harry Tornado's house
next June. I'm doing that. Shoot, I'm having a mind blank.
Oh, the Cincinnati thing? Is it? I'm going to that too.
Yes, in next June. They postponed it to June. So
I don't even remember. I need to look because I mean I have my ticket, but I'm like, oh, that's next year. Like I didn't even really pay attention to the date. Oh, here, Steve.
Dave, where you located at?
Oh, here, look.
I'm in Louisville, Kentucky.
Steve, look.
Pretty close.
Okay. Not too far away.
So do you guys see my shirt? I got that from Pick and Roll that I have up on the screen right now. I got it in the mail yesterday. So thank you for sending me it. I bought it from him. I saw it on one of his haul videos. I was like, oh, I want that shirt. So no more perfume that's open. I wonder if, so I guess that's why a lot of people were saying that like perfume now, it's either new without box or new with box, unless you go put it into like a collectibles
you can't
area.
do open perfume no more? I didn't know that.
It has to be under collectibles, I think. I am not on it yet.
Oh, I thought you signed up, Kat.
I'm on it.
I did, but they haven't pulled me in. I signed up months ago. They haven't pulled me in.
No difference to me.
Like
the fact,
I feel like it's.
Go ahead.
I feel like it takes up building. I don't like I mean, you're right. It's really not too much a difference. It's not, but I mean, at least I don't have to jump to PayPal to eBay, and I guess I don't worry about doing PayPal claims anymore off of eBay. There's some pros and cons of it that I see, but overall, I'm pretty satisfied. The difference is eBay's taking total control of it.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I like it. Tell you the truth, I mean, getting the money to go straight to my bank account, I have no problem with that. Fees coming out right after the person buys, I like that part of it. So I have no negative thing to say about it right now. But as far as differences, that's the only difference is that you get it straight to your PayPal. Only fees you got is your what is it, the store fees, and like if you do promote it and stuff like that,
Yep.
Yeah.
They still take a payment processing fee though, right? Or is that all gone? That 2% that PayPal used to take. Do they take anything?
It's all deducted,
like
right? The only
2,
thing that you need to pay is your store and then like a promoted fee. Because it's pretty much all deducted out. I like it more just in the beginning. There's going to be like a lag there. Like once you switch over, I don't know if it was like for you guys, it was about 3 or 4 days that I had a lot of sales, but you didn't get paid until like something caught up almost.
Yeah, it wasn't the next day like it.
No,
like
it wasn't the next day. It was
yeah.
at least like 4 or 5 days. So if you do switch over, you don't get paid for 5 days. And then if you switch over on a Friday, it'd be like a whole week. You don't get paid on Saturday.
Don't switch. I mean, I don't think I'll get to pick when I get to switch. I have been
switch on a Monday, right? eBay.
I would like to be switched on a Monday. Deanna, you cannot do open lotion. That is correct. You might be able to do a bottle as a collectible, but any lotions or creams that people's hands are touching, I mean, just for other purposes, then you can't do it. It should not be sold unless it's like a collectible bottle or something. But sprays, body mist, because that's not touching, somebody's not putting their finger into that liquid. So that is the reason why lotions and creams cannot be sold used, just FYI. And I forgot what I was gonna say. I have something really important to say. Oh, I saw Troy's in the chat, Mountain Man Treasure. So I was talking to Julian earlier, and I'll kind of update everybody as I go. So I just signed up with Web Interpret. So my listings are now like over 7,000. If you guys haven't heard of this, and I don't know about it, you need to go to Troy's channel if you want to know about it. But which is Mountain Man Treasure. It basically Web Interpret. You sign up. It's a fee after the sale, but they interpret all of your listings and list them onto 7 different countries in their language. So if you're already shipping international, basically your items are just going to be in their language on their site rather than on the US eBay where it's going to be at the bottom of the list. It's going to come up at the top.
You made any sales using that yet?
Not yet, but it's just started like rolling in today. I don't know how they do the interpretation. I did have to message eBay because it's 6 times your listing. So I had 2,600 listings. So it's going to be over 12,000 listings once it rolls through. And eBay immediately upped me to 20,000 a month and $600,000. So I have the space now because I needed the space. You know, I'm like, I don't want this to take up everything. So
you're gonna have to put your full-time job here soon.
Listen, I'm trying.
Yeah,
hold on, Joel. Hold on.
You ever want to quit nursing job?
You kind of breaking up. What'd you say? Say it one more time.
No, Noelle asked why she wasn't.
Is it me breaking?
Yeah, I didn't know if you said anything. I think he was kind of breaking up a little bit.
Casey?
Am I breaking up again?
Nah, you good now. You're good now.
Now it's me.
I'm good.
Yeah, you good.
Sure. I was gonna ask nurse. Hey, Kat, you are a full-time nurse?
Yeah, I am a full-time nurse.
Well,
I work.
Is it just me or is he breaking up?
He broke up. Say it again, Casey.
Oh, my wife's a full-time nurse. So I was asked what part of the nursing you work like? What department? Like OR, ER?
I work everything. Which who would have thought?
Right.
I am in a different place every day. Tomorrow I'm in the ER. I'm basically in the float pool. So I don't go to the OR, but I go to the ER, I go to PACU, I go to oncology, I go to med surge, I go to pediatrics, I go everywhere. So I know a little bit about a lot, which is kind of like my reselling. I'd go all over. I need that like change. I like being able to, pick up a little bit of different stuff.
Hey, Tommy, when you say suspended, you see what Tommy said, Kat?
I'm going.
What do you mean shipping caps? What is that? So like wait.
Yeah, Tommy, tell us what that shipping cap is.
I guess he's saying if it's more than a certain amount, adhere to a shipping cap in each country. If the shipping cap is more than that, then it comes off your price, I guess. So
Chris says he doesn't know what a shipping cap is.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, what is a shipping cap, Tommy?
Talking about like weight of it, or if they paid too less.
Yeah, I guess you can only charge so much for shipping. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know what that cap is.
Noel says, Tommy, you should talk about that tonight.
Hey, I did start switching my.
Tuesday. Is he gonna laugh tonight?
Whoa.
9 pins.
What's a pen? How much is that?
So he said 9 pounds.
Sounds like a little bit, I think. I don't know.
So Tommy, are you saying that we can't ship any more than 9 pounds into
UK,
the country? Tracy, I don't think I have anything. I need my perfume and stuff obviously can't go by air because it's got alcohol. But other than that, I don't think that I have any items that I would worry about being prohibited.
How about like
gosh,
leather,
now we're gonna get in a debate in the chat over
or like crocodile skin. You saying crocodile skin? Like on a shoe?
I don't have no crocodile skin.
I'm just asking. I saw a pair and I was like, I didn't know. I took it off global shipping. I was like, I don't know if I can send crocodile skin to a different country. I was thinking not.
So Tracy's saying no leather to Italy.
Oh, so I'm
crocodile.
You can't send or can send to certain countries using that. I'm guessing that's what they try to say, and you can only charge so much for shipping. I'm guessing. I guess it's a lot.
I get nervous shipping international. It's definitely my gray area. I was international.
No porn
movies to the Middle East.
Okay, I don't have porn movies. I don't have vitamins. I might have a few leather items. I don't have rosewood. Troy's saying Italy's list is crazy, so maybe I should.
Do you have
so
to put
Tommy, you suggest I not have web interpret on? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, can you take certain countries off if you want to, like Italy off?
Yeah, you can. Troy took off Italy because he said their restrictions were like the worst.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna, take.
I just keep shipping to the United States.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mess with my little 450, 500 listing.
I keep shipping to California,
Canada, and maybe every now and then somewhere else.
I keep shipping to California and Florida. That's my two biggest states.
Yeah. Somebody emailed me in Puerto Rico. My God, I sent so much stuff there for some reason.
Yeah, I just sent a DVD player to Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm. What up, eBay? It's going all right, man. So far so good, I guess. Nah, not really. I mean, it's going good right now, but we had some more corporate. They had professionals come out like 3 times to clean our carpet, and so far so good, man. We're gonna give them another go around, and if something else happened, I might have to get up out of there. For those of y'all who don't know, my office had a leak. Somebody upstairs toilet overflowed into our office. Imagine that. And got a bunch of, well, really not, some of our stuff wet, and the carpet got out wet for the most part, and we was having some problems. They were saying it was their fault upstairs and they didn't have nothing to do with it. And anyway, long story short, they had some carpet cleaners come out clean the carpet. So.
Like condo type place?
It's a business. It's a building that has a bunch of offices in it, basically. And we rent out one of the offices. So that's where I keep all my stuff at.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've been there like 2 months. So
yeah, that's pretty nice.
It's pretty cool. I like. Yeah, I'm in the house. Might move out one day, but well, I'd have a nice office like that or something away from the house.
What gets me some? I mean, it's actually my neighbor. My neighbor does eBay. He does pretty good, and his wife and my wife are real cool. So of course they loved it because we don't have a bunch of stuff in the house no more. So we, putting together, and it's not that bad. Me and him both doing it. All utilities included. It's pretty neat.
Dave, did you say something else happened though besides the leak? Did something else happen after that?
No, nothing else happened since then. I mean, everything cool. Like I was telling them, we had some carpet cleaner. They had to come out about 2 or 3 times and clean the carpet. But other than that, it's been all right.
I think
just a bunch
we're
of
getting feedback. I said that really slow. That wasn't me. Delayed. You guys hear it? Yeah. Hold on, Casey. I'm going to mute you. See if we can talk or if it's still here. You guys hear it now?
No, I don't hear it now.
Hello. Test 1, 2, 3.
I wonder.
It's me.
Casey, can you try signing in on your phone? Can you click the link on your phone and see if that'll work? Or
yeah,
sometimes it's better.
Is there a background noise?
Yeah, and
it's
coming through.
I mean, unless you got earphones.
Yeah, I'll try the phone, see if that works.
And he's gone. Okay. He'll come back on his phone. Maybe that'll be better.
But
yeah, I don't have listed inventory near water, but some of my death pile is in my laundry room.
I agree, man. I definitely agree. Of course, when you get the office, you're not thinking about that until it happens. And my office doesn't have a bathroom. I didn't know that his did above. I didn't know it's a dentist above us, and he's the only one who has water in the whole building. And I didn't know that. So yeah, that's what happened. Because so we got a three room office, but there's no all the bathrooms is in the hallway. So
Laura, thank you. She said she's been watching us on her big screen and has missed out on the live chats. So thank you for coming in and hanging out. I do it every Tuesday at 8 p.m. and we have different guests. Next week is Primetime Treasure Hunter. There is another guest, but I'm gonna wait till we get closer because they are not sure if they can make it or not. But Dom will be here for sure from Primetime Treasure Hunter next week, which will be fun. Tommy's sharing all these links that I can't.
Have you filled up all those places yet? You got about 5 houses on your property, Kat. Have you filled them all up yet?
No, because I haven't. My barn's gonna take about $10,000 to remodel, and I only sold my one furniture piece. I figured I could sell some furniture and save up the money. And now
that's right. I forgot about that. We talking about the wheelchair. I forgot about that big old what was that? A chest?
Yeah, and it actually, it's funny. He messaged me and said, so it went to New York. It went to New York City, and he said the lady came down and she made him ride a different elevator with the chest. She wouldn't ride in the elevator with him. She had a different one in the apartment building. And then he said she refused to open her front door. She made him leave it at the door. She wouldn't let him inside of her apartment.
I would have been happy with that.
But no, Tommy, they took the deer. So if you guys didn't see, I was in an accident on Friday night, and I probably totaled my car. I hit a really big deer, and it's funny because this young kid stopped, turned around. He said, "Hey, I saw the deer flying. Are you okay?" And I said, I said, "I'm okay." And he didn't ask, and I'm like, well, where's this deer? Because it was big. It was a big deer. And we looked, and it had wandered down probably 50 yards or so from my car, and it almost wandered back into traffic. And then I'm like, did this kid turn around because he wanted the deer, or did he really want to see if I was okay?
Some nice fresh jerky right there.
Yeah.
It turned out though that the deer had to be put down by the officer because it was injured so bad. Like its shoulder was broken. It was just really badly injured. I don't know how it lived, honestly. I was going 65 miles an hour when I hit it. And the kid did take the deer. So as they're like pulling off, they're like, "Ma'am, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." They're like, "Okay, thanks for the deer." And they like take off. I'm like, "All right, bye." You know, I mean, we're in the country. Like that's just how it goes.
And they go to waste.
But I thought about telling them, like, I want the antlers. Like, that deer just did probably $20,000 worth of damage to my car.
That's
like,
crazy.
I didn't tell them that though. I just stayed on the side of the road.
How many square feet is that building you got?
It's 30 by 50, and it's concrete
big
floor.
Space.
It's really big, and my husband wants to tear. Did you hear him?
What did he say? It's gonna blow down.
He said it's insured. It's gonna blow down. We're gonna have a nice one.
That could be true.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Just take some nails out, a couple screws out. That's what she needs to do, man. Take a couple screws out, a couple nails out. You know, next time they get a nice little storm,
That's right.
Hey, y'all, is my audio coming in? Hey, am I coming in clear?
Yeah, we can hear you good now,
sure?
Casey.
Oh.
So they said I get tin can like every time, almost an hour in, my voice goes all wonky and I have to leave and come back. Brad, your mom just said quiet. That's his mom in the chat.
Really?
But so they wanted like 7,000 to come and make it basically like where it was like safe from the elements, but that didn't include electricity. So then I'm figuring that would be another few thousand.
So you think it's worth just tearing down and starting over, or you think it's worth saving?
No, I want to fix it. He wants to tear it down. I think it's okay to fix it.
What kind of car is it?
I would not put.
Oh, she's talking about her. She got a barn. You're talking about her barn right now, I think.
I do. I have a big 30 by 50 old barn. I have my house is an old 1940s farmhouse. So I've got like a feed shed. That's not heated and cooled. The old canning kitchen is 12 by 20. That's eBay space. And we did close that in. And then another 12 by 20 shed. I have my rental too. My 21-year-old just took that whole thing over and had like a house with a bathroom.
There you go. You're in office.
That must be nice.
All kind of stuff.
Done.
Then you have those 2 sheds, right? 2 sheds.
I have 2 sheds, the 12 by 20, and that big barn. But the barn, and it has its own power pole. I think it used to be like a woodworking shop, so it's got some shelves in there, and it's got overhang like rafters to put wood or whatever you want on it. So it's got some stuff. Richard, you scared him away. It was 93 when I clicked it. Now it's 89. But you guys hit that like button if you haven't already.
I'm glad you just hit that deer, dog. I mean, where people mess up is trying to swerve and miss them. I mean, you just got to hit those things.
Me and Julian were talking about that. And probably the only reason I didn't hit the brakes or swerve is I didn't see it. Like it came out of nowhere. It was like I didn't even see it on the side of the road, or I would have like slowed down. So it was like I hit it, it went flying over my car, and then I slowed down normally. So like me and the puppy were both fine. I didn't get like a bruise from the seatbelt because I hit it going, and I just slowed down like normal.
Right.
It was
just amazing your airbags didn't deploy.
So I asked the officer about that because me and the puppy probably would have both been hurt really bad had those airbags gone off, because she was in the passenger seat, and they said the deer was so big and the sensors are low, so like only its legs were at the bottom, so it was too high for the airbags to deploy.
That's good.
My YouTube BFF is in the house, DLJ from PA. Dale, thank you for coming in. I was just chatting with her because I might be looking at some stuff in Pennsylvania. Maybe not. Nothing. He needs to put his headphones on and play his game, and then he can't hear what I'm talking about.
He's fact checking you.
Hey, listen, I know. So Drifter Thrifters is saying they have kangaroos there that are launching their car instead of deer. If you guys don't know, Drifter Thrifters are over in Australia. So
That's crazy.
I appreciate you guys coming in. I will not be held responsible for that, but I will send you my lot numbers. Don't bid against me.
What time is it in Australia? It's 9 here.
Yeah, tell us what time it is in Australia.
Is that 6 hours?
Dan, I didn't see you before. Thank you for coming in. There's so many people, the chat's moving fast.
Yeah, man, your numbers been pretty good as far as the live chat. Pretty good.
Yeah, we hit 100 last week. We got close this time, but now they're dropping because we're talking about it. We're cursing ourselves.
We talking about deers. Kangaroo.
It's 11 a.m. I think it's 11 a.m. tomorrow. Is it 11 a.m. Wednesday? I think it's 11 a.m. Wednesday.
Oh wow, so they went.
They're in the future.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Interesting.
The flipping dad, we don't have moose here. Thank goodness. I'm glad we don't have moose here. But the deer I hit was a buck. It was a pretty big buck.
Yeah.
I see Greg. I see Jimmy.
We have squirrels here. Very small squirrels. They do no damage.
Unless you swerve to not hit them. And then
yeah. They're pretty smart though. So
play chicken in the road with them every day. Left, right. Where you going?
It's like Frogger.
Yeah, so all your stuff now is just online. You haven't been anywhere in a while, have you? I mean, when's the last time you've been actual out to to source, Cat? Like I know you do just pretty much
not long.
Online.
I went 2.5 weeks ago to that big estate sale with a couple of pickers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And then Friday when I went to get the puppy, I stopped and picked up a bunch of makeup that I'm already in the profit on.
Oh really?
At a little thrift store. Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm doing it just very minimal. Like whatever I get, I want to be able to list in like a day or two and get it out the shed and not add to my death pile. That's my biggest thing right now, is because I have stuff that's been sitting here for like a year that I don't even remember what I got.
That you haven't listed?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thousands.
I had a question, Julian. Hey, Julian, do you have a death pile?
No, I work with a very small. Like I listed everything today, and I think I got 50 to list tomorrow, and then I'll be doing an auction to pick up, whatever. I don't really have a death pile.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't think so. I saw you were listing over 1,000 items or something. I was like, golly. And then you had somebody was talking about they had listed more than that last week. And I was like, geez.
That's like amazing to me. I like that. I love that. Golly, I wish I would start off like that.
Flip with Chris is in the house. One of my original 2 co-hosts. Chris, are you going to come back and make some content? Chris was the co-host when Dave was on with us back in March.
Right. Flip, he's just too busy to kill it. I see what he's listing on Instagram. He's just he's selling some nice stuff on it.
He's been having big flip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chris planted a nice reseller in my area too. I see him at all my garage sales.
Oh, really?
He's not looking for dogs.
Chris, are you in Georgia, Casey?
Yeah. No, I'm in South Carolina, but he has a friend that's here in my area. And I guess I'm not sure in the resale game, but I see him all the garage sales now. It's Rolla Ford, South Carolina. Real great guy. He's there early. He literally was like one of my biggest sources. Like that I started doing golf clubs. He didn't pick anything else. I didn't care, but he didn't buy any golf clubs.
Tommy, I don't know how she does it. Tell you the truth.
He said I made everybody quit. They all quit and left YouTube.
I mean, she had 3 and one left, another left, and I was like, "What the heck is going on over there?" And then they stopped making videos all together, and I'm like, "What's going on?"
So Tina, which is my mother-in-law, wants to know how many items do you all purchase weekly?
I can purchase like 100 to 500. It all really depends on if I get an auction or not. If I get an auction, I could have. The other day I picked up an auction. I had like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And then some weeks it's not that much because I don't work with a death pile. So if I buy 500 on one week, the next week I list all that stuff basically. And I'll only really go after like some really high end stuff that I can flip fast on like the Facebook marketplace or something. But I won't continue to buy because I don't want that to grow. I need to like a continual cash flow coming in the beginning. So it all depends on the weekly. Like next week will be a big spending week. This week won't because I spent a ton of money 3-4 days ago. So I'm still working through that. So it all really depends.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. That makes a lot of sense. That's how I think it should be. I mean, you buy stuff, try to get it all listed, maybe as quick as you can. Like you said, if you can't, and you may see a couple big items, 1-2 items that bring you a lot of money, get those because those might be an easy list, but don't get another 500 before you list, you done listing the other 500.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, because it can spiral pretty quickly. Like if you pick up 2 or 3 big auctions, one, I don't have the room to house that if it's not selling. It's just going to sit there and stare at me. So I don't, like I'll look for, like you said, I'll look for big items that will go quick, like maybe like a golf club set that I know will go fast, but I don't pick up like auction after auction because I would get buried and overwhelmed. So I kind of like split it up.
Yeah, I just got over my FOMO, my fear of missing out, because
I'm not over it.
Maybe about 2 weeks ago I got over it because I haven't been doing as much as I thought. I'm just been listing because my thing was, oh man, there's another good deal, and I went done listing that stuff, so I have a bunch of stuff, and then it just be and it's just pain. So the way you doing is the way I want to do it. I want to list everything, then go back out. Like you said, if you see a couple big things that maybe get you some good money, then get those, but don't buy another big lot like that.
Yeah, no, and I think that'd be like the best way. And if I can keep just getting the little ones that I can list and then attack the death pile, like my mom is, photographing some stuff, and if I have to give some away, I'll have to give some away. Casey, how many do you think you buy a week?
It really depends on the deals. Like I'll probably buy at least, I don't know, probably around 50 to 100 items a week. Maybe it just depends on like how Julian is doing it. Like if I got like enough sales to go out and buy more items, so I kind of try to control the cash flow. But I am sourcing at least twice a week, and then a garage sales on Saturday. So it usually adds up about 50 to 100 items. But most of it is golf clubs, and those, they come a dime a dozen. So.
Yeah, Justin saying how do you list the entire death pile? He's never seen the bottom of it, and that's about how mine is. I don't think there's like a middle. Honestly, I think people either have like a massive death pile or they have none. I haven't seen very many in the middle. It's either like people are either way over or they're listing it every day. And then another question.
Just to let you know, I answered the question. I bought like 1,300 this week. 1,300. About a big
1,300 items.
That's good. That's a lot.
Well, about 1,200 patches.
That's what. Were there 1,200? I don't remember hearing you say how many. But are there?
But they don't take up that much space though. It's two little boxes. So it ain't nothing.
What did you buy? The 1,200?
He bought
1,200. It was some military patches that I bought from somebody. He told me there were 700, but I counted them out. It ended up being 1,205. So, jeez. And I sold 300 of them to some. I got my money back by selling 300 to somebody here locally.
Did you do that on eBay, or you like wholesaled it back out to another reseller?
My father knew somebody. I didn't have to put it out. My father knew I had them. He knew somebody who collect them, and he bought 300 of them. For what I paid for. I paid $450 for him, and he paid me $450 for the 300.
That's good.
Yeah, it was some nice ones.
That's pretty good.
You're gonna sell them in big lots. You're gonna like list individual.
Yeah,
ones?
I have some on Etsy. I actually sold like 3 of them on eBay. I only put 3, and I sold them all on eBay for something, one for 15, one for 20, one for like 9. And I'm in them like 32 cents a piece, something like that.
Yeah.
So
that's the stuff that I like. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Easy to ship, easy to store, easy to list.
Or 2 ounce patches, I 1 ounce patch. So I'm having fun with those. I've been listing those here and there, and like I said, I sold them, and the dude said he might want more. So I mean, I know I have somebody here locally that I can sell them to, and everything right now is just profit.
So what do you suggest for new resellers to help build up cash flow?
What you suggest for our beginners to build up cash flow? Go ahead and take that, Cat. I'm still new.
What do you think? Take that, Cat. That's my mother-in-law. I talked to her. I went out sourcing with her. I think buying the lots. And there's auctions down there where you are. I can look if you want, but I think buying big lots where you're individually, like Dave's patches, you're in pennies in, and you can build up stock with those items. I think that's a really good way. Like my scarves that I got, like 100 scarves for $10. I'm 10 cents in, and I can build it up. But I think finding stuff that resells is probably more important than being less in, because if you can find stuff, and I don't know if Chris is still in the chat. Chris is like king of sell-through rate. He has more sold than he has listed. He's very, very particular on what he picks up, but when he does pick it up, it sells fast, and typically he makes a good profit. So if you research, like especially electronics, Chris does a lot of electronics. If you can find the stuff that's selling fast. So when you look at the eBay listed, you want to see more sold than are listed. All of my makeup I just got has more sold than listed. That stuff should move through pretty fast.
That's nice.
So, and I always, it's hard for me to kind of put myself in like the shoes of being new, because I don't really have listing limitations. Some new people only get 50 listings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, you need to find those faster sell-through rates.
Yeah, because when you're brand new, you also have, even if you have like more, I could only list like 10 in electronics or something, and like I couldn't do remotes, so I had to pick things that were very fast movers, and I had to buy them cheap, so I'd have some, make some money coming in the very beginning.
Yeah, Chris said he's here.
Huh?
Chris, just comment.
Okay. Cameron's saying he got hundreds or thousands of DVDs and movies that cost $100 from a Goodwill pallet. Stuff like that is how you build it up, and you only got $100 in. And even if you sell them for $5 a piece,
right?
Like say if there are 1,000, that's $5,000 from a $100 investment.
Right.
And
like
you can,
I've
been selling a lot on Facebook Marketplace, shipping it. Like group them up with the DVDs, like group up similar ones and get your actual like your per item price up instead of like $5, sell 4 of them for 20 or something.
Yeah. And I agree with you, Chris. I've been doing that here lately too. A lot of people's looking for those $1, $2, $3 buys. If you can buy something for $100 and it sells for $250, get it. I mean, especially if it's a super quick buy. If you get the cash flow anyway, and that's what I've kind of been on here lately.
Yeah, if you can, when you get some money coming in, the higher price things in the beginning, I couldn't spend that much on one. Just to tie up that much money, but now like $100, $200 really. That if I know it's going to sell for like 5 or 6, 7, good to go.
Knock it on out, yeah.
Yep. I don't find those a lot though. I'll tell you that.
I'm just getting to that to where I want to spend like $50 on an item that'll bring 300. Like the furniture is like $150, $200 a piece, but you're making $600 on that piece.
Yeah.
So you got to get to that point to where you can do that. Candy Flips, thank you. Candy hasn't been in the live show, so it is good. And
thanks, Candy. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Hey, but I would rather sell, 10 $100 or $200 items than 50 or 100, $15 items. Give me 10 good sales a week, and some good money like that. I mean, that's great right there.
Look, Calvin's in here too. I'm like skipping from the comments. Chris and Calvin, both of them came out of the woodwork.
All they do is comment now. Can't hear their voice or nothing.
Nope, they're hiding.
You know what I'm saying? They're making all the money though. I see if they post on Instagram.
So like Chris is saying, he's very particular. Very particular. And that's how, and it depends on your business model. If you don't have room, you need to be particular. You can't go buy all these big lots. Like I bought a linen closet, Julian bought the linen closet, and Julian bought an attic. You can't go
whole attic.
He bought the whole attic.
Everything inside of it.
Wow, that's right. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Like you said, with kids and stuff like that. If you're just doing it from the house, you can't afford to. You end up getting a divorce. And my wife was like, "Look, you gotta get this stuff up out of here."
Now Dave has an office. Disability positive.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, so thank you for coming by. That's crazy. To be the end buyer of a closing Office Depot as the first thing you're doing. That's insane. That's gonna be crazy.
Just read up on shipping. I can tell you that.
Julian, you bought an attic? Like what came in the attic?
Everything that was usually in an attic. A lot of Christmas stuff, the decor. I made my money back on one nativity scene. I think I got everything for like $171. I have a YouTube on it, and I had some really good nativity scenes and stuff up there. But I have made like 10 times my money on it. It wasn't that bad. It only took me a day to move everything, and then it took me probably another 5 hours to go through it. And I donated a ton of stuff and just kept the good stuff, and it worked out pretty good.
Stephen Freeman, we're getting a lot of new people, so all you new guys. Oh, sorry, Casey, you're on a delay. I don't hear you till after you already said it.
That's about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll
probably X out again and try it again. I feel like I'm all behind.
It happens. We had all of the sound issues on the nurses of reselling too. We had a bunch. So Stephen, thank you for coming in. There are a lot of new people in here. If you guys haven't already, definitely check out Dave. Look, we all got the kids running around now. Dave and Julian. I have everybody. Julian's like, is there something I don't know? Oh,
wait a second. I have kids running around my house?
Dave's trying to be like me with the puppy and the kids.
Keeps jumping on me. Come pick me up.
I'm not picking my puppy up. That thing will bite me in the face.
Julian, that question is for you.
Toys?
No.
Was it an older house, like older stuff, or was it kind of?
Yeah, it was like an older couple. I'm guessing it was a lot of personal, like paperwork and stuff. I tried to get back to like one of the family members. Some of the stuff I was like, they might need this or something because they sold a ton of contents up there. I made my money on Christmas items. They had a whole bunch of if you look at my like Instagram and stuff, them Anna Lee dolls, Annabelle. Annabelle's a scary one. Anna Lee is the other one. They made a ton of money. They sell for like $20 a piece, and I had, I think, 40 of them. So I made a lot of money just on decorations. And a lot of there was Christmas trees up there, like lit Christmas, like the fake ones. But there was no like safe full of like diamonds or anything. It was just a whole bunch of just regular attic stuff. But I only paid $171 for it, so it worked out pretty good.
That's nice. I'm gonna check it out. And you got that like on a online option? Hybid.
Yeah, Hybid. Yeah.
I know you always talk about the linen closets, Kat, where you just bid on the whole closet and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah. Dante,
I bought a huge master closet the other day, like master bedroom closet. And it had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I filled up my truck bed and my I have a 4-door truck. Mm-hmm. All that was full of like clothes and everything. I got it for $21.
Come on.
Yeah.
Uh,
I donated
maybe
7
one day you
boxes.
look up and find like.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. So you said you donated 7 boxes. So is that how you're not having your pile? Like if you deem it not worth listing, you're just taking it to Goodwill?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if I got $21, I made my money back on 1 hat. So I think I listed like 150, maybe 200 items, and then if it wasn't worth even messing with, I just donated out because it's not going to be worth. I sorted through everything in one day.
So I was talking about the niches. Casey's your go-to there for golf clubs. Brandy is my reseller treasure. She sells some crazy Barbie dolls, Fisher Price toys. Like she'll sell a Barbie doll dress for over $100. So if you guys want to learn more about toys and Barbies, go check out Brandy. I haven't seen her in the live chat, but I messaged her. I saw her on Bolo Buddies is how I found her, and I messaged her when I have Barbie stuff that I don't know about, and she's a really good resource. She's over on Instagram as well. So if you guys want to learn more about these certain things, there are channels that are specialized in different stuff. If you're finding like the same type of thing, I would try and find a channel that is kind of selling that stuff and going over it to help you learn more.
I have some Barbies in my death pile out there. It's probably like in the first, probably on the ground, and they got maybe 70 pounds of stuff on top of them. So I might try to dig those out one day.
Yeah, Brandy, I haven't listed any. I bought a whole tote of Barbie stuff, and I haven't listed any of it. Resell Rabbit, Resell Rabbit. I haven't watched him in a while. I used to watch him a lot. He does a lot of the buyouts. That's kind of like Brian, Mr. Buys a Lot, where they're buying like these whole stores and like massive collections. And I don't know. Those people have listers. And they have quite a few employees to be able to handle that. Disability positive. If you're doing that by yourself, I give you kudos, and I hope you can.
That takes a lot. I watch him too. It's real. We share Rabbit, and like you said, he's on a different level. He's not. He's dealing with multiple quantities of stuff. So
you need like a large place to put it. That's the hard part. I mean, I got a 2-car garage, and that fills up very quickly.
Yeah.
I know Resell Rabbit and Brian both have warehouses that they use.
Yeah, and even Brian. I mean, he definitely does buy a lot, but he's having an auction coming up next week sometime to get rid of a lot because he has too much as well.
Yeah, I believe it's on T's channel. Auctions for You on Friday will be Brian's auction, and a lot of wholesale stuff. So if you guys are looking, Brian has some cool vintage stuff.
Yeah, he has a lot of good
rock
stuff too.
Posters. So Friday on Auctions for You and Saturday on Mr. Buys a Lot, it's going to go back to his channel. He flew T out there. I don't know where out there is, to wherever he is to do this auction.
Philadelphia, I think. Pennsylvania, I believe.
Where's he at?
I think he's in Philly, I believe.
Dante, thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Prison Prophet.
That's the Black.
He's up there where you guys are. He's been like hanging out with Joey and Harry Tornado, and
he's in South Carolina.
I feel like I'm too far south. Yeah, there. He came down here though, I think, to hang out with Joey down to Florida. He didn't come and see me.
See how you out, Dante?
What part of South Carolina is
right past you on the way
down. I think he's out there in Lexington or Columbia.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not too far.
I wanted to leave this up. If you guys have Value Village or Savers, I don't have them where I'm at. The flippin' dad's saying that if you bring a donation in, that you get a 20% off coupon, which is awesome. I wish we had something like that here. I could get rid of a lot more stuff.
Yeah, I don't have one here in Kentucky either.
He's in Greenville?
Yeah.
That's pretty far away from how long? Because he's down there at that one shop in Columbia a lot. I see on his YouTube. That's like a 2-hour, 3-hour drive. I'm pretty sure, right, Dante? I'm guessing.
Dante don't play around. He's on that road.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
That's a cool area. I used to live over there in Greenville, Spartanburg, upstate South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice area. There's some good Goodwills up there, and they have what do you call it, a Ben's Like where the bins in that area.
Yeah. I guess our
that's
bins are closed.
That's what Kev was
Here.
saying. We have one
Yeah.
right up the street from me, the same way, and they have some pretty good stuff in there.
I hustled every place in South
He said it
Carolina,
takes
and
him
Greenville's
about an
probably
hour.
one of the better.
That's not bad.
Greg's saying his honey hole does $5 off coupons. Maybe I should talk to my little local thrift store and tell them they should start giving me some coupons and I'll donate them.
Yeah, they don't give me nothing. They just say thank you.
Yeah.
They get a good hearty thumbs up. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I need to make a trip and donate some
They
stuff myself.
give you a 10% coupon. I think it will.
They used to. Our Goodwill has stopped their point system, or that they've stopped everything. Our Goodwill does nothing other than raise their shoe prices.
Oh, they're not taking donations right now?
Yeah, raise the shoe prices.
That they'll still take donations, but you drop it off outside. Like there's no real like contact with anybody. You just throw it in a big pallet.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't ever price up golf clubs.
I ain't been in thrift store in so long. I need to get back out there, see what's going on.
So, see, Dante's saying he has 5 bin stores too. That's what my friend was saying. She said her cousin has 5 bin stores within like 30 minutes of her, and that's where she does all of her sourcing, and she's doing amazing on eBay.
Hey Dante, that's a good place, Simpsonville. That's like a high-end area in Greenville.
We have a couple bins too. We got about 3. I only go to 1, but we got about 3 in here in Louisville too.
Have you tried the other 2? Like, why don't you go to those, Dave?
But the one I go to, I can walk to. I run when I go running every morning. I mean, it's literally maybe 0.2 miles away or something like that. I mean, it's real close. I can walk to it in maybe 5 minutes. So I just go to that one. I've been to the other ones too.
Have you checked the other ones out, or are they the same kind of like same thing?
Yeah, but this one's a little bigger. Like one's kind of small, maybe only has 25 bins. The other one, it's not a bin store, but it's a bunch of discounted stuff, and it's pretty good there as well. But I don't know. I guess it's just location.
So Tina, there's 2 different kind of bin stores. Sorry, Casey. Everybody calls the bins, like some of the bins, when people say that, they mean the Goodwill outlets. And then other people mean like there are places that buy like truckloads of Amazon returns and other big store returns. And they have a bunch of bins. And like the first day, it's like $7. The second day, it's $5, $3, and then it goes down to $2. The closest one I think to us in Florida that I saw was Crazy Cowboys in Pensacola, and that's a 6-hour drive. So it's not worth it. I don't know if there's any down. Tina, you probably down south near Tampa. I know St. Pete, somebody told me, has a Goodwill outlet. I don't know about like the Amazon store.
Ours is it's $5 on Saturday and Sunday, 3 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, and then it goes down to $1 on Wednesday and Thursday, then 25 cents on Friday, and then they re-up again. So no more than $5.
Greg, I would not like to own a bin store because I bet they have a lot left over even after their 50-cent and quarter days. They have a lot of stuff that I bet
on a quarter day you get. On quarter day, I'm telling you got a line, and it's probably 70-year-old and up people, and they clear it out. They don't, My grandmother goes on Fridays.
Dave, I would like you to go with your grandma. I want to see that video.
I need to go with her. She goes in there and she, you should have seen what I got. I can't believe it cost a quarter.
That's great
though. Only a quarter? That's
So on Friday, that's how they clear it out for the Saturday. They just charge a quarter for everything. And then if you go in there late, they just say, "Hey, go ahead and take it." They just try and get rid of it. A lot of this stuff. So I don't know. I mean, it's a lot. A lot of people's doing it. I mean, if you got a space, it's easy to get those pallets. So, it seems like they're doing pretty good. I mean, they're making a lot of money, especially on that Saturday and Sunday when they charge $5 for everything. So, I think it's probably a headache, but
never been to one. So.
I've never been to a Goodwill bin.
I lost it. Greg, I am not messing up the audio. It's Casey this time. It is not me. It's Casey. Tina, you can go to the bins. I don't need to go because I will get too much stuff.
Yeah, make sure you wear your tennis shoes.
Yeah, I'll come back in.
Because when they bring out those new bins, people be at them like flies.
She's little. She could like climb in them. So her one of my first videos was my dumpster diving, like, and it's actually her and my sister-in-law in that video with me.
I'm about to
But
check
they're
that
little.
out.
They can like jump into the dumpsters. I'm too big. I can't get. If I got in, I sure ain't getting out. If I could get in.
We have like a little plaza of stores here. One of my friends is security guard. He drives around, and I told him he needs to start making videos because he's every night he goes in there and they throw away all kinds of crazy stuff. And he just sells on Facebook Marketplace though, but he finds some crazy stuff in there. I mean, because it's maybe 50 stores in that plaza, and of course they all dump right there, and he just has his go at it. So.
And people love dumpster diving. Just me, Kathy. She started at the same time as us, and like I should look. She's probably up over 20,000 subs.
That's crazy. People, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people who do like, of course, Taco Stacks, and who else? I mean, all the dumpster diving videos. If you just put dumpster diving in, I mean, all of them have a lot of views.
Yeah, they get. Yeah, that's my dumpster diving. My mom has a YouTube channel.
I used to do that when I was little all the time, jumping no dumpster.
Yeah.
Come on, Kat, let's collab on a dumpster diving video. All of us.
So, Carla, I can tell you a little bit, but I don't. Is Richard still in here? Richard, are you still in here? I need you to drop a link if you're still in here. I pick different options depending on the item. So if it's $50 or less, I go with standard international shipping by the weight. And if it's over $50, I use global shipping program. So I have eBay protection built in. Oh, Richard is here. Richard, can you go to Amy's Epic? I think it's Amy's Epic Finds, and she did an interview on Friday with Troy from Mountain Man Treasure, and they kind of go into depth about international shipping. And Mountain Man Treasure, link his channel. He has a lot of videos about international shipping. I do it. I don't do it enough to feel like I'm very versed in it to kind of give advice, to be honest.
I don't do a lot either. That's probably why I suck at eBay. But but I don't do a lot of international either. I do. And I did global, and actually, it shipped. All the stuff shipped here to Kentucky, of course, and then get shipped out. But I don't ship a lot. I do a lot of overseas selling.
I do a little bit through the shipping network. That's all I have. I don't do any type of other things. I just use the global shipping network, and it seems like it's not bad. I just make sure I don't send like any, anything that would be half tempting to be wrong. Like I send a lot of golf clubs overseas. Casey, do you send a lot of golf clubs overseas? No.
Not sending any golf clubs overseas. No. I know.
Really?
I think I'm still behind.
Nah. I just sent like 5 overseas like over the weekend.
It's different countries.
That's pretty good. Maybe I should try.
I don't really pay attention. It says Kentucky.
Oh well, yeah. They send. That's why I said everything goes here.
Yeah. I don't really.
And then goes on out.
I don't do any type of like leather or anything. I just do like all my clothing that's made of cotton and golf clubs and tools, but nothing sharp.
Yeah.
Greg, I am, I guess, going to start, if I have some sales through this web interpret, I will be using Pirate Ship to ship international. But typically my stuff's under 2 pounds, and the eBay standard international, which still has eBay coverage, is the same price as Pirate Ship. So I just do it through eBay. And plus it's easier when I'm printing all my labels to just put it with the rest of them.
I just added that simple import on Pirate Ship the other day when after watching Tommy and Tracy talk about it.
Oh, the international on Pirate Ship?
Yeah. Yeah, international. What'd I say?
I was off in La La Land or something. No, I have offers. I'm like, listen, I only had $26 worth of sales and I got 2 offers. I'm taking them. because you know sales bring more sales, right?
That is true.
Are you talking about today? Or the last 30 minutes?
$26 today. I hit over 400 though the last 3 days. So I mean, I'm not worried about it. Buy K&D flips. We will. I think it's Keith. I might be wrong. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I think K&D is Keith.
Take it easy, K&D.
Hey guys, am I still lagging behind?
Yes.
Let's try first. Hey, hey, Casey.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, just a little bit, maybe like maybe 3 seconds.
Oh man, I'll probably go Excel chat. And guys, I keep trying to reset it. My phone, it's not updated. There's something I got to update on here to get it to work. But yeah, since I'm lagging, I'm gonna leave out. Yeah, I'm sure you have me on. If you can catch that.
Yeah, we have to, like, seriously, I would try, if you want to come back tonight on your phone, you can. If not, I would try going live with your phone and see if that, because for me, that's what worked better. When I tried on the computer, it didn't work at all.
Yeah, I had those problems too, like with my computer for a while, and I had to figure it out. Just had to try different things.
Wow. Yeah, it's the first time I had issues. I was just on somebody's live, 2 dudes picking, I think a week or so ago, and it was fine. It wasn't lagging, but anyway, I don't want to lag on your video. Trying to keep up your chat. But hey, Kat, if you get this, I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, no problem. And I have Casey's link down in the description for you guys. Casey is a full-time reseller, and he does a lot with golf clubs. So if you want to learn more about that, for sure, check him out.
Now you talking through a can. Kat.
I'll come back.
Yeah, Casey, nice to meet you, man. I'm gonna follow you, man, and check you out.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too, man. I've seen some of your videos.
Yeah, tell me when y'all are up here in Myrtle Beach so I know where not to go next time. If you're in my neck of the woods, give me a holler. You know, be like, hey, this is where I'm going. Don't worry about it. There's a lot to go around up here.
I'll tell you, man, I don't like that drive from here to Myrtle Beach. I'd rather stay here and just. We know. I like off of Myrtle Beach, so I'll definitely holler at you back there. He does.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Sorry, did she miss anything? How long she been gone?
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
All right, man. You take it easy.
Bye, Casey. Right. Noelle is selling quints off of the tree in her yard for $78 a box and shipping them on eBay. You guys, you might have stuff in your yard. Like, pay attention to what you have, because almost everything will sell on eBay. Like, it really will.
I have pine straw in my yard.
Yeah.
I have pine straw in my yard too. I sold the moss out of the trees. I know that sells.
Really? I'm messing around. I'm doing the wrong thing.
That's the wrong thing. I'm gonna start selling moss.
Yeah.
Pine straw.
I don't like, but it's the time. Like, you got to go pick it out of the trees and put.
But if you sell it for $78, I mean, that's worth it.
That's pretty good.
Moss doesn't sell for $78. Sells for like $12, $20.
I got some algae or something I can say.
The homeschool picker. I know.
She's close to me.
She follows me on YouTube, on Instagram, but I think this is the first time I've seen her in the chat.
Have you didn't watch her videos? You need to watch them. She's pretty good. She's real good.
Listen, I'm so behind on videos. It's not even funny. Like, it's so hard to keep up.
I got rep. She's from Kentucky as well.
I know Matt shared her channel too. That's how I started following her, because Matt shared the channel.
I need to go where she's at. I mean, she's about she's a little less than about an hour away from me. And but she found some good stuff. I mean, some good stuff where she's at.
Where Salvadorable. That's a hard name. Where are you sourcing from? Now I'm interested in knowing. Noelle, I cannot, I try and watch everybody, but it's just not feasible.
Nah, it's a wrap. It can't. I do live for the most part, and when I'm at work, I'm telling you, I watch more than probably the normal person because I can watch them while I'm at work, and I work in the lab. So when I'm doing the tests and stuff in the lab, I have it going on my computer, so I can. That's pretty much when I catch up on during a 12-hour shift. I catch up on all kinds of stuff.
Listen, Noel. Listen, y'all got to give me a break here. I mainly watch when I'm in, like, I have it playing when I'm in the car on my way to work because I have an hour drive there and an hour drive back. So 30-minute videos kill half my drive. I'm all about like 10 and 15-minute videos because I can watch like 4 or 5 on my way to work. And then if I have slow days at work too, when I'm charting, I'll put up videos too. And that, so I'm the same way. Like, work is like my main YouTube.
It's all coming together, Cat. Now I know how you hit that deer now.
Yeah.
No, I was on the phone. I have hands free on
what video were you watching?
Bill is sleeping. Bill Tackett flips to pay the bills. I was talking to him on my drive home from getting the puppy, and I probably gave him a heart attack. He said he's fine, but I screamed so loud because I mean, what are you gonna do?
Did you hang right up, or did you say I'll call you back?
No, like there was silence.
Right back in
like after I screamed, there was like a complete silence. He didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I'm like, Bill, like, I'm checking to see if he's still there. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. And I'm like, let me check on the puppy. And I checked on the puppy, and then somebody had turned around because they saw the deer flying to check on me. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let you go. And he's like, please let me know you're okay. So yeah, I was on hands free. There was no YouTube on when I hit the deer. I know Yakov hit a guardrail while he was watching YouTube in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
but I did not have YouTube on when I hit the deer.
Yeah, I know how it is. I've hit a deer before, so I can't say nothing.
I hit a hog like 2 years ago, I think, but it didn't do much damage. It like clipped because I, hit my brakes and it barely hit my bumper. I didn't even report it because it was like, I didn't care. I had a scratch on the front of my car. But this was like no joke. The radiators in the engine. Oh
wow. Yeah.
There was no driving that. And Brad, when I messaged him, and I mean, obviously I'm okay. And that's the first thing I said is like, I'm okay. I got in a wreck. Car's messed up. He's like, is it drivable? I'm like, yeah, no. No.
So question for y'all, has fourth quarter hit yet? I mean, our sales, have you noticed anything? Are you the same? As far as
my sales, my sales have been pretty consistent. I went on vacation. I had like a little lag there, but for the last like week, I've been doing 400 to 500.
Okay.
So it's not. It's like that's where I was when I left. So it's about the same.
Yeah, mine, and I think this is the same it was last year. Like, it's pretty steady. They are up, but I'm increasing my listings for my mom taking pictures. Not up a lot, but my averages are getting like close to like 350 instead of 250. So a little bit of a bump. But last year, Q4, I just stayed steady. I didn't notice like a drastic increase, but I didn't slow down either. And mine tend to stay pretty steady like the whole year. Because I list like my Christmas stuff and all that. I list it year round. So I'm not like, I don't do a lot of toys. I don't do a lot of new stuff that would be in higher demand, I feel like,
right.
In fourth quarter. But if you're going to bins getting new stuff, I would think you would see, some sort of bump.
Yeah, that stuff actually sells pretty quick. And I've been listing like crazy here lately too. So mines are up. I used to don't list like that. But what I have did, when you said your mom takes pictures, it made me think of a new way to do things as far as because of my schedule. And I can list, when I'm at work too, because I always got a lot of downtime.
And
I
that's
just started
what I
taking
do.
pictures
That's
of everything. At first, I would just take a picture and list it right then and there. But then I just take a bunch of pictures and, maybe 100 pictures. And then I got a whole, album of pictures to list, to go through and list when I'm just chilling on my phone.
Sorry, Carla. Carla, when I measured them, I measured to the end of the fringe on the blanket. Like, I measure the overall. I don't just measure like the tapestry part. I measure the part with the fringe. I don't know if there's a way you're supposed to. Like if you guys had a tapestry with a fringe, would you measure the whole thing, or would you just measure without?
I don't think I got some. I didn't measure the fringe on mine, but they be all over the place. When I look up a blanket and it's the same one, sometimes the measurements be, inch or two off on a lot of them. So I guess some people do, some people don't.
I've never sold one. I've never sold a blanket.
Mm.
You should watch for them because some of them go for $50, $60. I haven't sold any in a while, but I haven't picked any new ones up in a while. I picked them up a lot when I was going to Goodwill and to the thrift stores a lot. So if I go back to that, like they'll be like $3.99. Even if I couldn't see the picture on them, I would pick them up because most you can get at least like $20. But sometimes they're worth more.
We get a whole bunch in our thrift store. I might have to start looking at those.
Yeah, I always go to that section when I do go to the thrift store. I got some from the estate auction one time, maybe about, I don't know, maybe at 10. And I sold like 5 just like that. And then I got maybe like 3 Christmas ones that I got up that I got some washers for. So hopefully those will go here soon.
Nice.
Yeah. So they do pretty good.
Yeah, you can find them cheap. And I got some from the bins too. And they're pretty cheap at the bins. I got a Mickey one that I think went for like $45 or $50 from the bins for like a couple bucks.
What are those ones Matt gets all the time? What are they called?
I don't ever find them here. All the California people.
San something.
San Marcos.
Yeah,
San Marco. That's it.
I have never.
I know about them. I just don't ever look.
But they're out of like Southern California, Mexico area, so I think they're really like concentrated. If you're on the West Coast, like over here on the East Coast, I think I've heard of one person finding one.
Yeah.
No idea.
Let's correct this. I need to go. I usually do pretty good when I go to my thrift store here, but I haven't been in a while.
Yeah, I got to get through some of this one way or another. My people that take stuff for free have been bugging me. They want another truckload, and I'm sure I have multiple truckloads here. So I really need to go through it and figure out if it's worth listing or not, or if I just don't want to list it. And I don't know if I should like try a yard sale. It's just so much to like set up, like bring all that stuff out, set it up on tables.
Yeah, you got to kind of
have to do it. Last time I did it was when I was getting the pallets because some of the stuff wasn't good enough to like put on eBay. And at the end of it, same thing. I'm like, I'm not bringing it back in. Like whoever wants this, come get it. You have to take it all and be done. So once I brought it out there, it wasn't coming back in.
That's the thing. You gotta just get rid of it all. You don't want to double handle that stuff. Just take it out there and hopefully you don't have to bring it back in.
I'll do like a binge day. We'll do like Friday $5, Saturday $3, and Sunday $1.
Yeah, man. Just do it all week yourselves. Take us up, get a big tarp, put it over it, and just leave it out there all week. She lives an hour away from San Marcos.
Yeah, but Tracy said she's an hour away from where they make them, and she doesn't hardly find any. So Matt finds those things all the time. He's always picking them up.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just old city where Matt is.
Yeah. Noelle, Jennifer Hayes is amazing. I have to say though, in my lives, Richard has been giving Jennifer a run for her money because Richard steps it up. He said he gets an F tonight. He was slacking a little bit, but it's okay.
Jennifer never slacks, even with a.
I know a broke wrist, and she's still going all the time. There she goes. Jennifer, I hope your wrist is healing. Jennifer is amazing, moderating and greatly everywhere. It's not just like one place. Like everywhere you go, Jennifer's dropping people's links in the chat. Everywhere you go.
Yeah, she don't play around. Support your own people channels. Okay. Yeah. Just keep posting.
Just keep posting what? What are you reading?
Huh?
Why'd you say just keep posting?
I'll just throw it out there every now and then. If you're a YouTuber and you make content,
just keep posting. Yeah. Hit the like button.
I think once you get
sometimes in videos catch
subs, you get that snowball effect, because your videos are going to get pushed out more.
it comes and goes. Like I had a snowball and then it stopped, and I remember I was stuck on like the same number. I don't know if it was a YouTube effect enough for like maybe I don't know 4 days, and it stops, and then you might roll again, then it stop again. So I don't know. You never be satisfied.
Mr. Skit's Underpants Show. So I think the only place I have seen Mr. Skit's Underpants Show is in Harry Humstone's Lives. If I'm right, you got to tell me in the chat. I haven't seen Harry in here tonight. It might be past Harry's bedtime. Gateway, it really. So I was doing videos every day for like the first 4 months.
That's rough.
And then when you start struggling for content, and if it's a struggle for you, then like I don't do it. I do my Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, but I've missed a few because I just don't have anything to put out, and I'm not going to struggle and put out, like bad content, or people are going to know like I'm like forcing just to throw a video out there. So I've skipped a few because I'm not going to put it out there if it's not something I think will help people or people will enjoy, just to put something. So
have you seen like a drop?
Something.
Like it pretty much doesn't affect anything though, does it? I mean, like just waiting, like doing every day and then doing 2 or 3 times a week. I mean, have you seen any type of effects of that? Or
it took, so like when I stopped listening, that's all I think about is listening apparently. When I stopped posting from 7 days a week down to 3, it took 2 months for my views to like recover. But then I was getting the same amount of views with 3 videos a week that I was getting with 7 after 2 months. So I mean, it like significantly dropped the first month, and then it started slowly building back up. So I did notice a drop for a little while.
Yeah, I'm sure as far as eBay, I mean, your eBay doing better because of that, and you're not doing YouTube every single day, and you just doing
and that's the thing. I saw somebody else posting there like, just keep buying things, become a big YouTuber, and then you don't need the sale on eBay. But like, we're making like dollars a day, like not even $20 a day. It's not until you're up there in your sub count. It's really. And that was one of my driving factors of stopping from the 7 days. But besides struggling for content 7 days a week, is like my eBay store suffered, and my eBay income is way more than my YouTube income.
Exactly.
And I mean, I love it because I can interact with other resellers, because that's, that's like what I do. It's almost like it's my hobby, plus it's like a second job.
Yeah, my friends. I can't hang with my local friends. I mean, I got too many kids and at work all the time and doing eBay. I can't got time for my local friends, so I got my online friends.
And it sucks. And I know, like, I don't, and just like you said, like, I don't want to sound mean, but it's the same thing. Like, I don't have time for it. I really don't, because there are people that are pretty close to me that want to meet up, and I'm just like, I'm always go. I don't have time. And I went with like a couple of pickers, but the reason I went with them is like, I messaged to tell them about a sale that I was already going to. Who keeps calling me repeatedly? Dalton Dean, the baby, is calling me from across the room. I have it on do not disturb, and my phone keeps flashing. So I was already going to that sale. So they're like, oh yeah, we'll meet you there. So it wasn't like even like out of the way at all. And then they followed me around. We had our little like train of our cars and went wherever like I was going. I'm like, oh, I saw a sign for an estate sale on the way to this church sale. And they're like, okay, we'll follow you. And then we ended up at a thrift store. And then I got so much good stuff at that estate sale that first day. I'm like, I'm gonna go back. He's calling me.
And look, not even like, that. I mean, it's somebody that's doing the same thing you doing. So it's like, it's people who I got friends that don't. I tell them about eBay. They're like, come on, man, I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear about that. I'm like, look, man, I'm making some money. You can do it. No, I ain't trying to hear it. So
I know.
I'm not trying to pack things and ship it. That sounds ridiculous.
Right. What is that, man?
That's crazy.
Well, and it's crazy because
continue to struggle over there then,
I tell people that are like hurting for money or they're complaining. I'm like, no, like you could do this. And same thing. They're like, yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah, it's too much for me, man. It just seems like it's too much money. I mean, like, well, just stay over there, man. I mean, don't keep asking me for money. I'm trying to tell you how to do it, man. And it's just you can't help some people, I guess. But like I was saying, you hanging with somebody who does stuff that's like things, you know. I can kind of almost see that's like the guy down the street, the one I got
but
the
I
office
gotta
with.
be doing like my own thing. Like we were both picking at the same time. Like it wasn't like we went out for coffee. Like I don't have time for coffee.
Right.
Like let's go to this garage sale. We'll talk while we're looking through stuff. You know what I mean? Like I don't like. I'm not a like. Let's go to lunch. Let's go to coffee. Like I don't have time for that. I got too much going on.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you my thing, because my wife doesn't touch anything. She hasn't touched a piece of tape, hasn't did anything as far as eBay. She supports me and everything, but she has nothing to do with it. So, but my wife likes to do stuff, and you know, every now and then I put it in my video. That's like some of my content in my videos. Me, you know, I got 3 boys. I got an 18-year-old. Well, he's about to be 18. I got a 10-year-old, and then I got a 7-year-old. And they all play sports. So every Saturday, you know, during the week, I gotta do stuff. And my wife likes to do stuff as well. So I gotta do things with her. And the only reason why I do hang with my friends is because my wife knows when I'm off and she sets stuff up every now and then. That's why I struggle with listing sometimes. So and she knows that. But you know, you gotta live too. And that's what I always tell people. You gotta happy wife, happy life, you know, and you gotta step away from it every now and then. So I'll try to make sure I spend time with my wife and kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, like full time, you have to do that. Like they can consume you. Like it's almost like an addiction. How much you can list a day, and how much you can ship a day, and even like I've noticed, I've only been doing this for like 11 months. You can really get into I can work 17 hours a day. Let's see if I can do it every day for 7 days straight. And it's you have to step away and just be like, listen, you know, I'm not going to list like but one thing today, and it's really okay. I mean, eBay won't. You know, I didn't list anything 2 days ago, and today I'm sitting here just looking at my eBay, and it's doing pretty good today. So,
and I can only imagine being full time. I would probably my whole mind and anxiety would be on another level. I would feel like I would have to just beat it. Come on, man, I got to get it.
Like,
got to get it. Got to go. You know, until you said, you know, I guess you'll find yourself after a while, but I'll probably just be listing like crazy just to make sure, you know, I get these sales. So
yeah, and you'll see like once you, like I said, I used to do it a lot, like every day. It was like a really bad, you know, and now some days I'll do like 50. I'll do like 3 days of 50, but then I'll break it down and give myself a break where I'll do like 10 to 20 a day. And they might be 10 golf clubs. That's not going to take me very long. And then I don't really see a dip in a whole bunch of sales when I do that. Like 2 days ago, I listed 1 item, and today I think I listed 50. And today I'm having just as good as I did a day than I did yesterday. So really, as long as you
find that sweet spot, that sweet medium, as
long as you don't take like 3 days off of listing nothing. You know, when I went on vacation, I didn't list anything for a week. It was a dramatic decrease.
Oh, so you seen the effects for that?
Oh yeah, like it was. I had the best week I've ever had. Like really, really good. Like it was ridiculous. And then I went on vacation, and it tanked. I think my last day I sold 3 items, was pretty low.
Yeah, I agree with what he said too. I would.
And I mean, I think even if you're not full time, I think if you're part time and have that drive, you need to do that too, or you're gonna push. And I mean, I typically will too. Like, I probably don't make myself step back enough. You know, be like, no, wait, like we need to go. And like we haven't went and did anything in a while, so we need to do that. And I though, and I mean, this is me and like my drive, like. With me, it's like, okay, like we went to South Florida down to Sanibel Island. It was like, okay, I'm picking up an auction win in Fort Myers, 5 hours away. But like we went and got a hotel, you know, for a couple of then stay there for a couple of days with a pool and went and like I wasn't, you know, sourcing then. Like we picked up the auction stuff, went, enjoyed it. And like, so for me, I'm almost like, okay, if I'm going to go on vacation, like I need to be like, I feel like I need to be like picking up something like that, like the auction wins.
I mean, whatever works. I mean, it was a reason for you to go on the vacation, right? Is that why y'all went there to pick up something? I just decided to make it a vacation.
Yeah, and I was just like, well, it's 5 hours away instead of driving 5 hours there and 5 hours back. Because I had some really good profit items. I'm like, let me just get an Airbnb and we'll just stay, at the hotel. And Sanibel's like the home of like shelling, like you find tons of shells. And I'm like, we'll go to the beach, and we had like a pool at the hotel. So like after we went to the beach, we hung out at the pool and just hung out. And that's kind of how I do. And I mean, like finds of yesterday saying draft the listings and drop them. And I will say, like, when we're driving, if Brad's driving, I'm listing, especially with my mom taking pictures like you were saying. And that's the same thing with the downtime at work. Even if I was doing it myself, if I took 50 or like you said, like 50, 100 pictures, you can list when you have downtime somewhere else. I know Kevin, Commonwealth Picker, is always talking about he's listing at the red light. Like he's at a red light.
And that's school during his lunch, everything. He talks about that too.
Yeah.
And I found that I just started doing that maybe a couple of weeks ago. And I got maybe, I don't know, 25 things on my phone that I can list while I'm somewhere else, and
right.
For me, because I can't go to the office and spend 5 hours there with having 3 boys, right? Having to do this and do that. So when I take them to basketball practice, I'm sitting in the bleachers listening. If I go, go just having it right here is a game changer. And I didn't do that before. Now I am. So I'm listing a bunch.
Carla, and I'll let the guys answer, but I do the sell similar, and I do go through the specifics. I do miss stuff sometimes though. Like the color of a shirt, I might copy, and this just happened to me 2 days ago. I copied the listing of a black shirt, and I had a purple shirt, and in my title, I changed it to purple, but in the specifics, I didn't. So somebody wrote me, even though there's a photo of a purple shirt, and this is how people are, and said, is this a black shirt or is this a purple shirt? And so I went in and edited I'm like, where'd they get, is this the black shirt? I'm like, it says purple in the title. It's a picture of a purple shirt. And then I looked and it was in the description or the item specific. So I don't do descriptions, but I do look through them. And I think the more you list, Carla's listed her first item. She's only listed one item. She is brand new to eBay.
Nice.
Cool.
But as you get more experienced at it, you can just eyeball those specifics pretty fast and know what you need to change. So you'll get faster at that for sure.
Golf club got me on that. I copied one that was a left-handed club, and I was selling a right-handed club.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
yeah. I do the same. I do sell similar, and depending on what, if it's an antique or vintage item or something like that, you might have to put some details. Oh, I got a spot here or a spot there or something like that. But I pretty much copy what it have. I make sure I check the color and some other stuff, but that's about it. I pretty much just copy what it has. So
yeah, it seems, and also with tools, because they all have part numbers, it's very fast. You can list so quickly with tools and even golf clubs because it's a certain head of the club and shaft club, and that's it. I mean, all you have to do is just type that in, and it's very quick.
Sometimes it's super fast for me. I take picture, boom, boom, and just pray, hit submit.
I hope there's nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, if there's something wrong later.
If not, somebody will tell me about it.
Yeah,
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Carla is up to 3 listings, so that's awesome. She's making progress.
Nice.
I will say, and to anybody, especially if you're new, find a good listing to copy. Like I typically will sort the sold items from highest to lowest, and I'm going to copy that highest sold item because their keywords were good enough to get them more money than everybody else. And typically those higher ones, I look at the specifics on the ones that I do sell similar because I want as much of it filled out as I possibly can. I don't want to have to be going through all that. So if you can find the exact same item, the exact same size, that saves you so much time.
Yeah. Are you going back and filling in your item specifics that eBay's telling you need to do?
The ones that say required soon. So listen, I only had 150 because I don't do very many clothing, and it seems like it's mostly clothing items. Mine was scarves that popped up. So I went and did them all, and then I did that web interpret thing, and 250 popped back up today. And I'm like, man, I got that to 0.
Yeah, no, I got about 50 saying I have to do, and I ain't touching them. I just leave them right there.
I had it to 0, but it's not 0.
See what happens to them.
Yeah, this is it. They probably, won't let me list something here soon, I'm sure, and I have to do it. But
yeah, I did all mine. I had a couple hundred, I think.
Yeah, I needed to do that.
Tracy just dropped the link. I believe that is to Tommy and Tracy's live. They are
they
doing
are going
live on
live.
scaling your business in 25 seconds. We have ran late, but we still have 90 people in the chat. So kind of hard to drop it with that. Tracy, I will stop by for a little bit for sure. Greg, I'm going to beat you. Richard, let's answer Richard's question and then we'll run since Tommy and Tracy are on. I know Yakov and Josh are on as well. So we're running into their time.
How many times have you been burnt because you didn't check the listing and found out it was a multi-listing? I'm real good about checking that because it did happen to me once. A long time ago, though. I can't think of it. Maybe I'm thinking about X. I think. I don't know. I don't think that ever happened to me on eBay.
Richard, I don't like so the multi-listings typically if you sell similar, like are you meaning like the person
default back to single anyway?
I know like I've hit sell similar from my own that I had like 3 of before and then I only had 1. I've got caught like that a couple times. I want to say, and do not hold me to this, but in the Facebook reselling resource group, this was brought up. Somebody said
Oh, he's sideways.
Oh, what just happened? She's gone.
It was about that time for her to get out and get back in anyway. You know how it goes.
About every 20 minutes. That's the going rate.
But yes, definitely don't copy pics. My guy down the street got burnt on that maybe about 3 weeks ago. And I told him, he's like, well, no, it's been good. I've been selling and everything. And he finally got burnt on copying pics, somebody else's pictures. And I guess it takes them actually reporting you, and they finally reported him, I guess. So
yeah,
I definitely don't want to do that.
No, definitely. And then I think using stock pictures is a no-no too. I take all my own pictures. I don't use any type of other picture.
Oh, yeah. I heard about them stock photos as well. I got 3-day ban on a Vero item. Now she's new and it's no way to know. I mean, there's a way to know, but you have to go through some rabbit holes just to find out if your item is a Vero item. But if it's not too many there, you might want to check it out to see if it is or not. That's the only advice I can give you on listing stuff that a Vero item. So I know I got hit on one, and it was actually some there, but they hit me, and I got a 3-day suspension.
Was that your first warning? Was it like
I've been having my eBay account's old. I don't know if I got one a long time ago. I've been having my account since 1999, maybe something like that. Yeah. So I don't know if I got one a long time ago, but I know I haven't had one within the last 5 years or so, and they gave me a 3-day suspension. So
really, I think that's excessive.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
you've been selling since the 90s? On eBay?
I've been buying. Nah, I was just buying back then, and then I say about 2005 or something, I started selling, and but just shoes. Though I was just buying shoes and flipping them on eBay, and then I kind of got into everything here within the last year. So,
I got one Vero, and I kind of knew that it was a no item. I thought it was, and when I listed, there wasn't many, and then it was like within, I would say, like a day, they were like, "Don't do that again." I was like, I think the next strike is like 3 days.
Yeah.
And now I'm very careful.
What is it? I think it's 3 days, 7 days, 10 days, and then I don't know, 30 days or something crazy like that.
Then like you're off forever, and I have to go back to work.
Who knows? I know, Kat, you got one for 3 days, a Vero, didn't you?
Yeah, mine wasn't a Vero though. Sorry, my phone died, guys. So I lost like my hotspot. I lost my camera. Mine was for prescription stuff. I had some CPAP masks that didn't say RX. They won't let you do the nose pillows, and I didn't know that, and I got suspended for that because you're allowed to list regular CPAP masks, but you're not allowed to list the nasal ones, and I didn't know that. I did get Ray, thank you, shipping sunshine, for that $2 super chat. I appreciate it. Vero to hero, Dave. You're Vero to hero. I
I'm gonna
did,
tell you what.
and I
No,
don't
go
know
ahead.
how I didn't get suspended. I got 6 bureaus in a month on Mary Kay that everybody sells. And I don't know if I like pissed off the wrong person because I got 6 bureaus in a month. They did not suspend me though for them. And then I ended up, I'm like, I'm not going to keep playing with fire. I pulled all my Mary Kay down and lotted it and auctioned it on eBay. And I only got like $50 and it was like $1,300 worth of listing.
God.
But like I have like 70,000 listed. So I'm not going to risk 70,000 for 1,300 of my inventory. You know, I just let it go.
Yeah. Did they give it to you? Did they take them all down at once and give you a V-row, or was it 6 individual?
6 individual items, and I had like 100 listed. So they like took those 6 down. And the crazy thing was, it wasn't new. It was like old stock, discontinued stuff. So I don't know if like there was a big old stock discontinued seller that was like pissed because I all of a sudden had all this stuff. Because I was buying lots of it, like I was seeking out, like basically like Mary Kay consultant, you know, like that it quit doing it and like all this stuff. So I was buying like 100 pieces at a time. So I had a lot, but none new.
I don't get it sometimes though, because I've been hit where they just took my item down and said, "You're not allowed to sell this." Didn't get nothing. You know, they just took it down and sent me an email.
Like
and say,
your
"Hey,
darts?
yeah, those darts I had." They just said, "Hey, this is bad. You can't sell this. So this is the warning. I know you probably didn't know, but just don't sell it again." Which I would think they should do that on everybody's first time. And then if you do sell it again, then they hit you with that. I would think.
Sure.
Right.
So they did it on that, but then this other item, which I didn't know, they just gave me a 3-day suspension. I mean, and that
You
one was
never
first.
know. It's so random on how they do it. And everybody's like, well, tell me what not to. There's so much stuff not to. And like, it's almost, and then you see other people listing and selling it. So it's like, they're listing and selling it. So why can't I, like, there's no rhyme or reason. And, yeah, I got a cease and desist letter. I think it was from Mary Kay, but it was so weird. It just didn't make sense. And then, this is funny right here, saying Harry Tornado got his listings back. eBay put the Vero listing back up.
Wow. Somebody's going for him.
Trying to go for that week suspension.
There is tons of Mary Kay, tons. And like Commonwealth Picker sells it all the time. I think like Lonnie and John, I know Matt sells it. But
just like OtterBox. There's 1,000 people, 1 million people selling OtterBoxes, but they say that's a Vero item.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Tommy, how are you? I thought Tommy and Tracy were starting at 10.
Right. It's 10:06.
Are they delaying their show because we're still on? Yeah. Look, Ray says they're waiting on it.
He said they're waiting on Tommy. He ain't even there. What's going on? He's like, oh, I forgot about my show. What's going on over there?
So here's what Greg says. eBay's excuse is they can't catch everybody. So if you list low and sell it quick, that usually works.
They give you the actual tip.
Did eBay tell you that?
Yeah, did he?
Sell it quick and we won't catch you.
Right. But don't they got my guy. He already has sold it though, I think. And they
can do it after you sell it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dave, your dart sold, right? What did I have? I had something that sold too, and I had to go on PayPal because I'm like, I'm shipping this. Like, I'm not shipping this $100 item. Mm-hmm. And I just went into PayPal, found the transaction, and shipped through PayPal because eBay sold it. You can't find the buyer's information.
What was wrong with your darts? Why did
it was those lawn darts.
They actually illegal and
actually.
Yeah, it's actually against the law to sell them. I don't know what I was thinking. And I can see, man, because those things, they actually went out back and played with them. Them things, if they come down on your head or something, it's a wrap.
I was thinking like darts on like the regular dartboard. I was like,
those things about 5 pounds a piece.
Tommy's all right starting late. He's gonna go in there and tell them it was all our fault.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm out of the loop, man. I didn't know. And then I started doing more research.
But there's so much stuff you don't know. Like, you're never going to know all the stuff you can't do until you get hit with it. That's how you're going to learn. Or if you see Dave selling some lawn darts, you know you can't sell them.
Of course, that video I did is like I got the most views. Whenever you down or something happens, when I got the viewer item, I did it
to watch your misery.
I did a viewer item video. That one and the darts got the most videos on my the most views on my channel.
Yeah, my eBay suspension and when my Mercari listings got taken down have some of the highest listing or
I was trying to
views
sell
in
on
my
eBay to flip it and counting, man. I don't know what I was thinking. Them things are dangerous now that I look at them. But I didn't know. Of course, in the video, I was like, "You didn't know that? Why didn't you know that?" I was like, "Cause I'm out of the loop. I don't be knowing stuff."
Yeah.
Tommy said everybody's here, so we're not going to shut it down for him because they're all here, so they can wait.
All right, we're going. already. How many you got in the chat, Kat?
87.
Oh, you do got a lot of people in here.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Come on, we can transfer over there, Tommy.
Everybody, where Richard or Jennifer throw that link. I know Tracy dropped that link before she left. Somebody throw Tommy's link back down in the chat. And then we will say bye. If you guys aren't subscribed to Julian or Dave, I have their descriptions to their channels below so you guys can subscribe to them. We will get
I appreciate you having me on, man. This was fun.
We need to do it before 6 months. We need to set up like every
we can have a I can be a what you call that?
A special co-host. You gonna come on? You could be a regular.
a lightweight co-host.
A lightweight co-host.
Yeah. if you need me.
Richard just dropped your link. Yeah, no, for sure. We'll do it. I will message you. Bonanza featured one of our items today, misspelled a word. Oh, Oprah instead of opera. So see, you can get in trouble for misspelling. And it's so weird. One of the makeups I listed, it said eBay told me I couldn't list it because it was at high risk for price gouging. Because everybody needs night cream, right? So all I did was go sell similar of another night cream and it let me list it. And it said, warning, do not repost this. I'm like.
And one more piece of advice. I know I went through I always set it and forget my listings. I never go back to them. But I decided to go back through and readjust some prices. And actually I went up on some prices and my stuff sold like within a day. I think if your prices are too low, people think something's wrong with it, I guess.
Suspicious.
Yeah, suspicious.
Real suspicious. Why is he selling this for only like $10?
I went up on a coat like $20 and it sold like the next day. And I've been having that coat. I mean, no, I had just got it a couple of weeks ago, but I did up the price and it sold. And I was like, wow.
Yeah. Matt, thank you for coming. Even though it's only because Tommy sent you. I would prefer you come because you want to watch us. But
Matt just beat me.
I'll take because Tommy sent you.
He just beat me in fantasy football this past weekend. I ain't talking to Matt right now.
Greg would like you to go be on Tommy's show now, Dave.
I come through. I'm just chilling there, and I'm gonna go pour myself another drink, and I'm off today and tomorrow. I'm not doing anything.
Okay, we'll see.
I never get to say that I'm off. I work like 24/7.
All right, guys, subscribe to these guys. I'm gonna go to Tommy and Tracy, Tommy Bernhard, and learn how to scale up your business without having a death pile like
you're not gonna learn that. You're gonna hear a bunch of other crazy stuff.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, I'm just playing. Go.
Oh.
Man, get chat. Somebody get him up out of the chat. One of the moderators.
All right, guys, go watch Tommy Tracy. We will see you in there. I think we'll all be chatting over there for a little while, and we will see you next week, Tuesday, Primetime Treasure Hunter, and another special guest we will announce on Sunday.